A coveted Uber update, some Apple legal news, a big change to Instagram, and more. It's Wednesday, March 16th, and this is Crunch Report presented by Toyota. Uber is making it a whole lot easier to pay for others. The car-sharing service is debuting family profiles so you can get the bill for your kid's ride or pay for a car to pick up your date. Up to 10 riders can use the same payment method. Uber says this has been one of the most requested features, and it is rolling out the update first in Atlanta, Dallas, and Phoenix before expanding it everywhere. Will somebody please pick up the tabs on my Ubers? So, remember when all those personal celebrity photos were accessed via iCloud, resulting in the cringeworthy nickname, the Fappening? Well, court documents now show that the incidents were not Apple's fault. Hacker Ryan Collins pled guilty to what was a sophisticated phishing attack. Apple's services were not compromised. It turns out that Collins sent emails to the victims, tricking them into giving up their login details. Oops. Well, that should probably make you feel better about storing things in iCloud, but I still wouldn't post anything too juicy. There are some creeps out there. And in other Apple legal news, the company is now contending that the FBI does not understand the demands it is requesting. Apple has been at odds with the government over how to handle the phone that belonged to the late San Bernardino terrorist. And Apple says that the government's request for backdoor access to be built into phones would compromise everybody's privacy. Apple is also contending that the FBI's requests are forbidden by the All Writs Act and the Constitution. Apple and the FBI head to federal court on the 22nd in an effort to resolve things, but I have a feeling that we'll be hearing about this case for a while. And some very upsetting news about Instagram, at least I'm not happy about this. Your Instagram feed will no longer be in chronological order. That's right, soon you won't be able to go on Instagram and see all the recent photos you missed. Instead, Instagram plans to highlight the photos that it thinks you want to see the most. That also means that if your photo is not gaining early traction, very few people might see it. Ugh. The idea is to increase engagement on Instagram and make sure you don't miss the best stuff, much like Facebook has done with its newsfeed, but many of the loyal Instagram users are not excited about it. Don't mess with my Insta, okay? Well, a sad day at Living Social. The Groupon competitor says it is slashing 160 jobs, or over half of the company. The discount site, which has struggled for years, says it will shut down its customer service operation in Tucson, Arizona, and will now be outsourcing these duties to a company in New Jersey. Living Social is trying to move its focus away from its declining daily deal business and instead double down on what it's calling an experience marketplace, where consumers can link cards to get ongoing discounts at restaurants and more. Meanwhile, Groupon has shocked analysts with its stock rising over 30% this year. Cutting costs and focusing on the best performing markets has been working well for them, the CEO tells TechCrunch. Faraday Future, the company behind the Batman-like automobile unveiled at CES, has its first U.S. patent. The company has secured the rights to a small, powerful inverter, which could be a core component of Faraday's first vehicle. The device will take energy from the batteries and use it to power the motor. It's expected to be more reliable and easier to manufacture than most electric car inverters. We want it to be as light as possible and as small as possible to address reliability issues, the company says. Well, that's the report for today. I'm Katie Roof. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on iTunes and on YouTube. See you tomorrow.